So today I thought I would talk about my absolute favourite musicals of all time because I am an absolute musical nerd. So first off, I feel like I have to talk about Hamilton. I discovered Hamilton in 2016, I want to say, and I fell in love. I listened to it non-stop for 5 months, pun intended, and it just is so good. For me, there's never been a musical soundtrack that I have listened to that religiously than Hamilton. Hamilton just changed how I thought about musicals, and just the amount of storytelling within it is amazing. I do think that there is definite I do think you need to be aware that the founding fathers were slave owners, and there's a lot of you have to be aware when it comes to real historical figures whether you are glorifying that. I don't believe that Hamilton is as a musical, but I think when you talk about, like, you make jokes about Thomas Jefferson, for example, you need to kind of clarify whether you're talking about Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson with Daveed Diggs, or whether you're talking about the other Thomas Jefferson. There is something so encapsulating and fantastic about Hamilton, and I love all of the rapping in it. Like, I learnt Guns and Ships and I was so proud of myself, and I still, to this day, I can rap the entirety of Hamilton. I know all two and a half hours long of it, so I never have to listen to the soundtrack because it's all in my mind. Then I have my absolute favourite musical of all time, Rent. Rent is amazing. I love Rent. So if you don't know, Rent is about a group of characters from New York. I'm pretty sure they're in New York. Let me know if that's wrong. And it's all about these struggles, and it's focused around AIDS and LGBT characters, and just the entire thing is so important, and it's sassy, and it's kind of sticking it to the man, and I just absolutely love Rent. My favourite songs of Rent are Take Me or Leave Me, Out Tonight, Light My Candle, Seasons of Love, obviously. I adore La Vie Boheme as well. La Vie Boheme is like so good if you are really angry about life and capitalism and the current state of America, and you just need to get it out. Listen to La Vie Boheme. And then Les Mis. I saw Les Mis on West End in 2015, and that was when Carrie Hope Fletcher was starring as Eponine, and Les Mis is beautiful. There's just something about it. I mean, again, it's kind of about, you know, revolution, but the characters are all so heartbreakingly lovable, and just, I love how intertwined everyone's stories become, and it is just absolutely heartbreaking, but in the very kind of way that has the ability to change your life. My favourite Les Mis are One Day More, On My Own, I Dreamed a Dream, Stars. I really love Stars. And I feel like there's a difference between seeing Les Mis on West End and watching the film. I think that the film is wonderful, but I think there's just something about live theatre that just grips you. And then the other one that I saw while I was in London 2 years ago now was Wicked, and I saw that with my family. So I saw Les Mis by myself over in London when I was 15, and I was very scared. I think I mean I don't even really see movies by myself, so for me to see a musical by myself in an unknown place was pretty amazing. But anyway, back to Wicked. Wicked is wicked. There's so if you listen to the original one, which is with Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, oh my god, Idina Menzel is amazing. So she's also in Rent, and once you see Rent and you see her as Maureen, you never see Alphabet in the same way. But I love Wicked. Just my favourite thing about musicals is the ability to express emotion in such a format that just makes your spine tingle and make goosebumps appear on your arms, and I can't listen to Defying Gravity without getting goosebumps all up my arms. I also love For Good and Popular. Then The Sound of Music. The Sound of Music is an absolute classic. I have it on vinyl, which is good fun. Julie Andrews is an absolute goddess, and Sound of Music is just, it's incredibly long, but I actually kind of love it. I love 16 going on 17 and The Sound of Music, and my favourite things is just the cutest song in the whole world. We've got 21 Chump Street, which is another Lin-Manuel Miranda musical, also starring Anthony Ramos, who is beautiful, and he stars as John Lawrence in Hamilton, and in this one he is, if I can remember I think his name is Justin. Oh, I think that's wrong. I don't know. Okay, so it's a tiniest little musical ever. It is 15 minutes long, 15 minutes of absolute goodness. It is about a true story of a boy who sells weed on his school campus, and he gets arrested, and he was having such a good life, and then he gets arrested because he sold it to an undercover cop who he thought actually loved him. So it's heartbreaking, and but I love What the Heck I Gotta Do. Such a jam. There's like a meme going around about this girl dancing to What the Heck I Gotta Do, and it is hilarious. I love that song, and I love the entire musical. It is 15 minutes long, so I'll link the YouTube vid of it down below, because enrich your life and listen to 21 Jump Street. And we've got Sweeney Todd, Demon Barber. Wow, dark. Also has Johnny Depp in it. Be aware of that. I love Sweeney Todd. I love taking something like musicals. As you can see, a lot of these musicals are, well, you can't say Les Mis is upbeat, of course, but it's not like as dark as Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd is cannibalism and murder, but good. I love My Friends and Joanna. And then we've got Into the Woods. Into the Woods stars James Corden and Emily Blunt, and I love Into the Woods. When I first saw it, I had the little girl who's like, going to grandma's house in my head for about 7 days. And I remember in like 2015, I just listened to the soundtrack on repeat for just hours and hours. I love the twist. I love it when people take stories that people are familiar with and comfortable with and twist it in such a different way that makes you rethink your entire life. and that's what Into the Woods does. Into the Woods is infinitely catchy and fab. Last but not least, Hairspray. Hairspray is in the film Hairspray. I haven't seen it or watched it on, I haven't watched it on stage. I might have watched a bootleg of Hamilton on stage. Sue me. But the film has Zac Efron in it, and he's actually pretty great in it. You know, we're not going to talk about High School Musical. Well, I wasn't before, but High School Musical was my childhood. So anyway, moving that aside, Hairspray covers racial issues and has interracial relationships and has plus size women kicking it. It is just, Hairspray is very, very cool in such a funky 60s way, and I'm actually tempted to rewatch Hairspray now. Let me know if you have any of your favourite musicals. I am aware that Dear Evan Hansen is a new one that's come out that everyone's quite fond of. I haven't really gotten into it, I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on listening to Rent over and over and over. Let me know what your favourite musicals are. I adore musicals with every essence of my soul.